Good morning, everyone. Welcome to Charlotte Curling. I don't know what the sound level is, so if you can give me some feedback on the chat as a few of you sign on this morning. As the competitors take their practice slides, we have all A and B semifinal events, and then we'll have some finals. All 8 of these competitors will be on the ice again. So we have the A semis, B semis. So I'm going to go through the teams as we go through the first end. So I'm not going to change the view, but I will highlight sheet B, A and D. I think those are the two A event semifinals. So sheet A, sheet D. My name is Neil Pfeiffer. We're going to be here for a couple hours with some amazing 5U curling. We have fantastic ice. Thanks, Frank, Tim, all the ice crew. This weekend, Joe Berkowitz, who is one of the competitors, has been and the skip of the mighty Quacks. They are on sheet A. You'll see their characteristic green jerseys. And as we are throwing our first rocks here at 9:25, it's a little bit early. The ice was prepared a little early, so these folks are ready to start curling. And this ice has been running pretty fast and super curly, so they should love it. If you're in the chat, just go ahead and hit boop. If I am too loud, just let me know and I can turn my mic down a little bit. It's hard to tell in the ear. I also have some ice sounds in the background, so if hopefully you hear those also, and you'll hear some of the rocks hitting each other. So let's go ahead and introduce you to some of the teams. All right. So we mentioned on sheet A from Charlotte, it's Quack Wade. The skip is Joe Berkowitz. The vice is Dan Buechler. Vice is Shane Strom. And the fourth curler, the lead is Chance Stowe. So those 4 guys are Quack Wade. And they are playing, I'm kind of going down through here, Orange Pants. Team Orange Pants. I'll find those. These are from Broomstones. The skip is Steph Trudeau. The second curler is Jonathan Hickey. The second is Tyler Holloway. And our lead is Daniel McGurk. I'll make sure that those... Let's go, Ducks. What? Oh, okay. All right, yeah. All right, so sorry about that. I flipped all the positions. So some teams listed it from skip down to lead, and some listed it from lead up to skip. So if you're from Broomstones, from anywhere else, just let me know. And then, so that is sheet A. As you're watching those first rocks, looks like it's a fairly defensive end. All right, so on sheet D, I'm going to skip over there to the A semifinals. And let's see, sheet A is, team. The B semifinals. Oh no, all right. Sheet D is Team Wright. And that is not the Charlotte Team Wright, because they are absolutely fabulous looking on sheet C. So Team Wright is also from Broomstones. Dylan Wright could be since it's a skip. Jonathan Bashford is the third, throwing Vice Rocks. Jared Smith is the second, and Allison O'Connor is throwing lead rocks. And they are playing Team Canfield. They are out of Oval and Nashville. And it looks like Justin Canfield is the skip of that team, and he is his third is David Bedsolz. Sorry if I mispronounced the name. And the second is Logan Carroll, and the lead is Tessa Brooke. So we'll introduce those teams again in about the fifth end, so as you're coming through. We definitely have some amazing clubs here this weekend. It's the semis is two Broomstones teams, the Oval Nashville team, and our home club, the Mighty Quackers, the Mighty Ducks. So, all right, well, let's take a look at all four sheets. Looks like on sheet D, Team Wright is trying to take this rock out, so as we watch it delivered down the sheet, he's going to try to take this yellow-red out. They're definitely curling this rock, trying to get it to curl just a bit. So, plenty of weight, and he did get that through. So looks like Justin is going to have his vice kind of draw in, try to sit on that little pocket right behind the tee line. So if I use any terms that you folks are out there, just type it in the chat and I'll explain that. But we're just going to kind of assume most of the people that are up early on a Sunday morning watching curling aren't scared of me using big curling words. All right, so I really wish I knew how to say Betzold, but he's coming out. He delivers the rock. They're pretty happy with it. Might be just a touch heavy. If you notice some of those sweepers, and it looks like on sheet D they're trying to figure out the curl, figure out the weight, and figure out the curl. So. And it looks like Dylan is about to deliver this red rock. He would love this to be in the front of the house. Kind of stuck with sheet D because this is an interesting end. They have a chance at a big end. Nice delivery. Looks like a lot less weight. He's kind of tapping his broom, hoping that this slowed down a little bit. This ice is running very quick, very fantastic. That's right, it's on D. We're going to boop some snoots. If you haven't noticed, our sheet D is the dog sheet. And so we have our members, our ice crew, a lot of folks have put their pets on sheet D. Yeah, and that was still a little bit heavy to bounce that one there, but they are sitting four in the house behind the tee line. That is very common for my teams to be playing behind the tee line. It's actually chapter 2 in my book, My Life in Curling. So we're staying on. It's getting a little bit curlier, and he's definitely going to tap that, tap, and now he's shot. Very nice shot. If you got it there, it's just behind the tee line, but it did put that right on the button with the two high guards. I don't know if you guys can see that on the stream, but there's some really nice high guards there. So he's going to try to throw a little weight at it. Oh, these are Vice rocks. All right, sorry, I thought we were already in Skips rocks. Everybody's playing really quick. All right. Yeah, they're worried about this over curling. The first couple rocks didn't curl, so he is sweeping really hard, trying to get around wrap it around this guard. He's holding it really well. Just wick that guard a bit. Although they did get a corner guard out of that. That was pretty A little happy accident. So, welcome all our friends from all over. We had a fantastic lineup this year of 5U teams. And if you didn't know, we're at the year before the Olympic push. We normally have a little dip in 5U with 5U teams just because we tend to recruit a lot of teams over the Olympics. But this year we filled this entire spiel really quickly. So I put it on your calendar. We love hosting this as a qualifier. But we did it many years before that too. So, all right, here we go. I'm going to get this guy's name right. And just a little tick under. Yeah, and I mean, just put that really better on the button. I don't know if you can get on the button better, but that was way undercover now. So I think there's just a red draw. So I'm going to stick with just sheet D on N1. Looks like sheet A is headed towards a blank, or it could be a little biter up front there. That's very close. I don't know. That if you know, I'm standing right down sheet D, so the far side of A is like catty corner to that. So I'm using the stream feed to try to tell where those rocks are. All right, so we're delivering these red rocks. Looks like he really gave himself more ice, and now they're still, they're curling it. All right. All right, it looks like it's curling in nicely. Could be a little chip there. Oh, yeah, gave him a little space. Yep, that was really nice shot. Popped that up. So looks like Tessa is cleaning Justin's rock. We get a chance to meet Justin and Tessa and Evelith. They were at the Last Chance mixed doubles event, and we got to hang out with them a little bit. So they're super fun. All right, Justin delivers. With how the team has been curling and running this line over and over, I bet you has gotten screaming fast. So he is just waiting to see if this will check up a bit. And it's just carrying a bit deep. So he got a little space there. It's a little pocket behind the 4-foot. Doesn't look like, oh, he lost one of his little pods on the hack. I had a pair of those shoes. I lost, if you've had a pair of those old gold lines that had the little pods, you've left a pod or two on a hack before. I love those shoes, those little slider pods, but I was pretty hard on them. So, all right. It does look like on sheet A, if you're watching sheet A, and we're watching the other semifinal games, I'll introduce sheets B and C for the B event on N2. I'll stick with D here. So they're trying to get it to curl just super quick, and they're just figuring out the ice. So looks like they're checking it out to see who was shot. It does look like a red shot. So he's going to want to move that one back. So he's going to try to throw, just draw away at this and get us 2. Scoring 2. Really nice. Got a little quick high five. All right, so he's got a little bit of a turn on this. They're worried about it curling. Got a little wide, so maybe if this chips off the red, might be really nice. Oh, missed that, and then hit the red. So steal a 1. They're going to kick those rocks, and that will give us a chance to talk about our very first gold level sponsor, which is Davis Day Vineyards. They're in our ice. North Carolina ranks 7th among top white producing regions in the United States. Davis Day Vineyards is a vineyard, winery, and private event venue located in Lake Norman State Park, just 35 miles north of Charlotte. Set on a stunning 60-acre property, Davis Day Vineyards is open to the public 4 days a week, offering live music and food trucks on the weekends. Davis Day Vineyards is also available to host all of life's milestone moments, from birthdays to anniversaries, proposals, weddings, and corporate events. Davis Day Vineyards facilities include a winery, tasting room, art gallery, event pavilion, and acres of grapes. Contact Davis Day Vineyards at davisdayvineyards.com. Davis Day, DAVESTE, vineyards.com. Or you can call them 704-528-3882 and follow them on Instagram. They just harvested their wine grapes just about a month ago, and we had a couple members go out there for the harvest. It's a gorgeous venue. Dave and Esty are proud members of Charlotte Curling. We love all their support, so thanks. All right. And 2, I'm going to go ahead and introduce those teams. I've got to get to the draw. So, Team Broom Service is on sheet B. And let me go back to the teams. Sorry about that. Team Broom Service is a nutmeg team. We met them on Friday or Thursday night. So it looks like Alex Cooper is the skip, Brian Camus is the third, and Nathan Rossler is the second, and Peter Trenchard is the skip. And they are playing Team Shook from Charlotte. And the lead there is David Folsom. Grayson Roberts, back from an injury. He's a warrior. He had a little bit of a hamstring pull. People were talking about it in the warm room, and he was able to be out here and curl. We're glad to see him again. And Nate Mayo is the vice, and Colin Shook is the skip. So that is sheet B. Congratulations to those folks. It looks like they scored 1 in the first end, and they've got this is the second lead rocks. So like sheet A, super defensive, a little bit of a in the house, and then we're going to be hitting some rocks. So there were a few guards there in sheet A at the end, but Red ended up get their 1. They're playing fairly defensive, playing a lot of hits. All right, sheet C. Last but certainly not least, bed knobs and broom stacks. Pretty bed knobs and broom stacks is a triangle team. Priel Halverson, Lindsay Northrup. Oh, I say Priya. That Priya is there, and then Joe Siapa and Randy Kremer are the 4 curlers from Triangle. I think Randy is the skip, although let me see. Yep. Although they play. So these ladies, Lindsay and Priya, are sweeping really hard on C, trying to get this over. trying to get it over, just being the one guard. So I don't know if you can see those one guards on the screen. Oh, yeah, you can see them down sheet. So pretty happy with that one guard. And then they are playing I wanted to say Team Right, but it's not. It is Charmed and Dangerous. That's right, Team Charmed and Dangerous. Thank you, honey. They are skipped by Megan Wright. And the front end is Nicole Papatera and Harley Quinn. And I swear they're not even on here. Charmed and Dangerous. Oh, here it is. All right. And Maddie Khrushchev. I'm just a mess. Oh, thank you. Oh, I'm in the, yeah. Yeah, put it in the chat. I'm in the chat. Boop the snoot. You can have all the suggestions. There is a packed room of about 12 people here. Yeah, exactly. 12 people here at 9:30 eating Bojangles and cheering on these amazing teams. All right, so it looks like on sheet C, the score's 4-0 Red. So the big first end, lots of rocks in play, and we still have a lot of guards in play. So Maddie's about to deliver. It looks like they're playing the tap up, so we're trying to sweep this to get by the one guard. And they're trying to curl it. So they're going to wait a bit. It's going to wick, and they might get this split on. So there you go. Nice two little rocks. One on the top 12, and Megan apologized to the other skip because that wasn't the called shot, but absolutely. Sometimes the villains have a good outcome. So it looks like he's, I'm going to stick with sheet C. The other sheets are still playing super defensive and just have a rock or two or in play. So it looks like Lindsay is just trying to hit this out. And that line is holding just a bit, and they did get that rock out. Very nice shot. Well cared for rock. Nicole is throwing. They're right on it, trying to curl it just a bit. So it's on this guard. May roll over a bit. They might sweep it over. And we're okay with that. Peeling that guard's not a bad thing at all. He's going to throw this triangle team. So we're going to try to okay. All right, so that was just it was a really nice line. I think they were playing the tap. It was just a little bit too much weight, so it just tapped it to the back and through the house. So So Megan's kind of, yeah, she wants to draw around. So. That's right, Matt Kenlin. The triple is always there. You just got to be a little more creative. So on sheet C, this is a draw around. The sweepers are walking this rock down. She's saying it's plenty of line, plenty of 9. They're just wanting that rock to check up. It may stay around. It was grinding pretty hard. A lot of sweeping. Yeah, it did get through there. We've seen that a lot from these competitors. A little quick ice. So they're just trying to get used to the ice conditions. So the skip puts the vice puts the broom down from the triangle team. Lots of high fives. These final 8 teams, they've played really well to get here. Had a good draw shot. We're just trying to find draw weight on this line here right over the Dava State Vineyard sign. Might not be able to see that. It might be covered up, but in the ice there's a little Dava State Vineyards. So looks like they're playing the tap. So it looked like it was running fast, so a little lighter is absolutely what they're thinking of. So they did play this tap. It was a good weight, but Megan's on it. She is going to try to sweep that out. It looks like she got it out. So really tough trying to find that line and weight. So we saw that in the first end on sheet D. They were running rocks over the same path, and it just got up to speed really quick. Thanks, Kyle Fisher. I'm glad you're here, dropping your boops after a big win last night. If you didn't know, Kyle may or may not be a college football fan. I think today he's a bigger fan. I heard that Kyle was going to buy us around here in the warm room. Did you see it? Did you see it? Yeah, he hit a pretty big parlay last night. All right, back to the curling action. They are just Megan sweeping her own rock here. She wants it well behind the teen line. Just not give them a place to sit on. So they're deciding whether they're going to hit or draw. Looks like they're lining up the hit just from that ice. So as he skates down, it looks like this is a good way to come back. The ladies from Charlotte gave up. We had a 4-ender in the first end, so to come back and get your 2 means they're right back in the game. Oh, yeah, thanks, Kyle. Oh, I do have confirmation. Kyle said a rounds for everybody on him. Yeah. All right. So he delivered this rock. A lot of weight coming pretty they're off of it. They were really wanted to, I think, try to curl this and then curl this. It was a nose hit. I think they wanted to curl it and just kind of roll under, make that draw really hard. But now it's just hit and stick for 2. So looks like they got that ice right on that rock. Just want it to hit basically where the broom is. Right. So I'll give you an update around the horn there. It looks like Sheet A just wrapped up theirs, and they were trying to blank. Yellow was trying to keep that on there. And then on Sheet D, they just gave up another, like we had a steal of 1. So it's now 2-0, Red Rocks. And they're kicking the rocks on Sheet C. Megan tried to hit that red rock out. It looked like she wasn't able to do that, so it was a little steal of 1 there. So they're down to 5-0. And then I did not see the result on Sheet B, so if you were, I'll wait till they hang the score. But everybody finished almost within like 10 seconds of each other, so we're getting those rocks on the third end. So during the lead rocks, I'm just going to tell you about McKee Travel. They are a silver sponsor of Charlotte Curling, and Carol McKee, one of our members, she owns a travel agency for curlers, and she's planning a trip for this spring. You can still get in on it. It's a cruise to Greece, so it's in March. So some of our members are going, and people from all over the country are going. So if you did you know that the average traveler spends 90 hours researching their next vacation? Take back your time and let McKee Travel do your next trip. McKee Travel believes you should enjoy the trip of a lifetime without the worry. Whether you're looking to reconnect with your favorite person, make memories with your dearest friends and family, or plan a large-scale retreat, reunion, or incentive trip, McKee Travel will take care of every detail. McKee's travel specialists create personalized, authentic travel experiences for people who want to travel smarter. They take care of the arrangements, and you get attentive local service in your bucket list destination. Let McKee Travel create the ideal travel itinerary that works for you. To find out more, visit McKeeTravel.com. It's MCKEE travel.com, or call 980-299-7564. McKee Travel. Travel smarter and farther. Thanks, Carol. The McKees also sponsor, McKee Travel also sponsors our double board. Wah, wah, wah. On Monday, our competitive league, if you are the last team to make a double, then you get a drink to share for the table. So thank you, McKee Travel, for sponsoring that and being such a great sponsor of Charlotte Curling. All right. So sheets A and D throwing a lot of hits. So throwing into the house, lots of hits, not a lot of guards. And B and C are following suit. I think that's the vibes on the ice right now. What's the feature sheet here? I need the odds. I am not going to try to put odds on any of the competitors here. All 4 of the semifinal teams are amazing. They've curled really well this week. I mean, being from Charlotte, definitely a little bit of a announcer bias. I'll announce that. Rooting for the Ducks. Yeah, the McKee Travel pitchers are really popular on our Monday league. It's brought a lot of fun to our competitive league. So it looks like I'm going to head over to sheet A because we just had a hit and a little bit of a roll, and it's biting. So the Mighty Ducks playing the team from Broomstones, and they're happy to hit this, so they're going to be out in the 12-foot. So it looks like they're going to throw pretty good weight at this. Sliding out. Yep, that's a lot of weight. Good control, up to normal weight. They are curling this. Definitely trying to get it to curl more. Sometimes when we get out wide, oh, but it did stick, so it's just looks like it's still biting. It's close, so definitely looks like it might not be biting because if Joe's going to be asking for a center guard. Yeah, so I think the front end asked him if it was biting or not, so it is not biting. And so as Shane delivers, he's going to try to set this center guard. Looks like they're walking this down. It's a little speedy. He had just thrown a hit, so trying to take the weight off that. Broomstone skip, sweeping that out. So I'm going to tell you, I don't mind if the chat makes some odds. They are up 1-0 in third end. I think that sheet A blanked the second end. They haven't hung the score yet. Absolutely. All right, so that overcurled just a bit. We're trying to find guard weight here in the third end. Makes sense. They have been these two teams have spent the last half hour or so slamming rocks out of the house. So these skips are definitely giving them a change of pace, trying to get them to get guard weight down, get draw weight down. So makes sense. That feels fair. Broomstones -145, Charlotte +195. Anybody in the warm room they're putting odds on sheet A, like straight odds. There's a couple degenerates in here. I think you might get a few bets. That's a good follow if you're out there in curling land. Degenerate curling, degen curling. All right, so they did find guard weight. Got a good, nice two guard just on the center line. You can, or just off the center line, or just on the 4-foot line. All right, so they're going to try to curl around this corner guard. They are sweeping it hard, and now they're pushing it, trying to get it to curl a bit. Now they're holding the line again. Definitely trying to get the weight right. So looks like it just wicked that guard and made another corner guard. So I think Joe's going to try to get a close center, or maybe even in. So as Dan gets in the hack. Yeah, the under of 8.5. That seems like that seems like a high number. First team to form wins. All right, so they're on this hard for line and for weight. And they got it by. They're on it, trying to get that top 12 biter. Looks like they did. And it's really tough to tell, but it looks like it got underneath that high guard. Oh yeah, it looks like it's fully buried. So Skip is communicating with his team, just trying to see how much of that rock they can see. So I think he's either going to slash this guard, or he's going to go after the actual shot rock. So they were talking about it a good bit. It looks like they're playing the peel the guard. Nope, absolutely not. They're just back trying to draw better, just trying to get that underneath those corner guards. There are quite a few corner guards, so they might be. So getting one under cover there would be a really nice shot. Looks like it's good weight. So they're going to have to, Joe's going to have to gets it there. That was T-line right under the guard. Very nice shot. And so Joe's going to have to draw down to that. So it looks like they finally found their draw weight. There you go. Yeah, exactly. DJ Curling. Sorry, Kyle. What do you pay you for? Well, if you're buying the whole warm room around, then I'll give you an ad out there. When you get just a hot mention on the hot mic, you gotta just take what you get. I think I'm taking the under 2 on this. We'll see. All right, Joe Berkowitz coming out. It looks like he gave it a little bit of an ad. He's going to chase this rock. So both of them are waiting for this to curl. I think it's a little heavy. After he saw those rocks from Broomstones, it's understandable he thought that rock was going to curl more. Although it did maybe curl back, and it is still shot. Yeah, so he made a very nice draw by Joe Berkowitz, just a little bit behind T-line. It was great weight. They were just waiting for it to curl. As Skip is skating back and they're getting his rock ready, GD they got 3, almost 4 in the house. So they are playing the steal game, stealing your way victory. So we're down to Skip's rocks, first Skip's rock. So he's putting it in a really nice spot right there on the top 4, right on the T line. So Jason's going to have to deal with that. So it looks like he's just going to throw some weight at this and move some rocks around. I've been known to do that once or twice. If there's a lot of the other team's rocks in there, just kind of hunk it hard. People love when I say that. It means absolutely nothing and everything at the same time. All right, so back to A. It looks like they've discussed the weight, discussed the line. They're moving the broom just a bit more. Yeah, they're just trying to dial in this draw weight. This could be a big shot in this end if he makes this good. All right. Looks like he's throwing a little bit of weight at this. And they're still sweeping for line. Up, they're curling it. So a little bit more weight, and it's running a little straighter. Looks pretty good. They're really happy with this, and they did knock that rock out, put a little space there. So very nice shot. Good board weight hit. So now he's got to decide. Looks like Joe's going to play the freeze. It's a tough shot. One of the toughest shots in curling is just to freeze it perfectly square. So he's definitely getting the front end cleaned as rock. They're discussing the line. Definitely feels like a tight game, so giving them a 2 would be a big number here. All right, War Room. Kyle Fisher just said if you followed D-Gen Curling, the first 10 people that show me that they're following D-Gen Curling can go buy a drink. Already following. You got to show me. The first 10 get a drink at the bar. Just put the bill under D-Gen Curling. All right, so, we threw a lot of weight at that. A lot of weight. And it just slid by. So this is a draw for 3. Who was taking the over? I thought I heard over. So it's a draw for 3. I just assume Adam is following D-Gen Curling. Yes. All right, so they got it lined up. I'm gonna give it a little. Looks like this speed. He's just signaling to his vice that it's a little hot. So they're worried about it, but they're keeping this on the rock, keeping this on that yellow rock, so it's going to have to tap a lot. Although there you go, Dan sweeped that, so that was going to be a 2. That still feels like a big end after the tight defensive game that they've been playing. So on sheet D, we have a measure. We have a measure there for the rock. Do you need a drink? Yeah. Oh, do I? Yes, you can measure. Yeah. I'll come down if you want me to. And I'll do it horribly. They're just measuring on sheet D. Yep. They'll take care of it. Yeah, they were asking if the official needed to do that. And all the officials in the room went, no, you got this. Yeah. Let the vice. Oh, you think it's yellow? Yellow always looks closer on the stream because it's a different color. It is yellow. Kyle, you're a winner. All right, it is yellow. So they're coming back home for sheet for N4. We're halfway through the game. So it gives me another chance to highlight one of our gold sponsors, QRS, Quality Renovation Services. They were that's owned by Steve McKee, one of our really great members. He's a past president, and he's a general contractor. And he installed our brand new dehumidifier. So our ice is running really fast, and we don't have to worry about dehumidification anymore because we live in a fairly humid environment. So Quality Renovation Services has been specialists in both residential and commercial construction since 2002. With a team of highly skilled professionals, QRS specializes in renovation and reconstruction of offices, commercial spaces of all shapes and sizes. QRS is also a certified Passive House Institute builder, specializing in homes and commercial buildings that are more efficient and better for the planet. QRS will consult on spaces for your business so you know the quality of construction and what hidden issues may exist. QRS will perform the required construction, taking your property from its existing condition to the finished product that you deserve. Contact QRS to get a quote today. QRSNC.com. Or give QRS a call at 980-721-9987. Quality Renovation Services, your premier commercial renovation contractor. That is a very complicated prop bet just proposed in the chat by Kyle Fisher. I absolutely will not take that prop bet, but I'm sure some of you in the chat will. You're going to have to read it 3 times. All right, back to sheet A. We are begging them, please hang a score. Okay, all right, they're doing it. All right, so it is blank a 2, so they're just throwing it on the ground. Don't know why they're doing that. And then 2 in the third. Yeah. So it is 2-1 in the fourth end coming home. And it looks like we're getting a little more aggressive on sheet A because they're setting those guards, setting those back at the house. So a lot more rocks in play this end. That would be expected. The skips are done finding out about the ice, and they really want you to draw. So, and the opposite is happening on sheet D. Really defensive. They're hitting rocks, keeping a very few rocks in play. So they started out super aggressive and then have gotten more defensive. So super. All right. Looks like they accidentally moved that guard, so knocked that guard out. So they're resetting that guard. We aren't. I don't know if we're doing the tick rule. We are playing the tick rule. Love the tick rule. I'm good. Cheers. And then looks like Tessa made that nice hit and roll on D. All right, as Shane delivers, I think they're going to be looking to throw. Oh, throwing really a lot of weight. I think he just didn't want that yellow rock in play. So they're going to try to curl it. Go ahead. And he did get that rock out. He did get the rock out. So that was a well-executed shot. Exactly. I'm getting put up to speed. Don't get me wrong. We were cutting down a Christmas tree yesterday. It was very important. Family time. We went to West Jefferson. I think a few of y'all have gone there before. That was another hit. And it looks like it's going to stick around. Oh, nope. Joe was able to sweep that out. So no rocks in the house. Just a little lonely red guard. Looks like Joe is going to try to get another red guard in. Definitely want to get some more rocks in play. Looks like must be running a little warmer down there. So they're walking this. Looks like it's a pretty good weight. It may stick around. Oh, walking it down. Oh, it's going through in the house, and he's sweeping that. Had to sweep pretty hard. So after throwing that big weight takeout, it's really tough to dial it back. So. You can definitely take that prop bet. I will reveal the answer at the end of the fourth end. End of the fourth end. When the last sheet gets there, I will Whoever takes the bet. It's true, Matt. Sometimes I drink hot chocolate. It's a family show. All right, these folks are sweeping to get this down to a center guard. And it looks like the sweepers were a little disappointed. I think the skip called that in the house, but it was definitely a little lighter. So Joe does not like that center guard, so he's going to call this on there. And so Dan gets in the hat. He's going to just try to replace this guard, or I think better would even be roll away. So they're walking this down. They're definitely sweeping for line, trying to hold this. Looks like yep, right there. Gets it there. Definitely steps over the rock, and then so replaces that with two. Looks like 4 foot. Good. Yeah, just off the center line. So they're gonna still take that drop path and put it in the top 4. Shout out to Bryce, Russ, DGen Curling. All right, so they're definitely, you can feel the sweep calls hit a little harder here in the 4th end as we have a lot of close games. So it looks like it's going to wick off this red. They might push them in. Yep. So just in the top 12, just trying to find that line and weight. All right. So I think I heard Joe say we're just trying to put it in T-line. So lining these up and making them try to run back would be a good strategy. These run backs are tough. Okay. They are on it for line, on it for weight. So Dan's trying to get in there. Looks like he's going to sweep it right on. Yeah. It's a good center guard. Not a bad setup rock. So they are going to take this run back. So definitely was trying to prevent this run back from happening. So as the skip lines up. All right, skate back down. There was a little bit of discussion about where to put the broom on this handle. They have they're playing not a lot of curl, putting it right on the rock. So trying to get this at the right weight, right line. Probably gonna throw a good bit of weight here. Just trying to get rid of this rock. Yeah, pretty hard slide out, good add. They're worried about it being a little wide. They're pushing it. Yeah, they're calling the push, trying to get that a little bit. And they did get it out. Did knock it out. It did roll just a bit, and then it got the little spin at the end. Shout out to your boy Matt Kenlin, who says always sweep below that little and get that little spin. All right, so Joe just puts this on the rock. He's just gonna try to get rid of this on the first skip's rock. So we have don't know if they're going to try to play a hit and roll here, or are they just going to be happy just getting this rock out. Yep. Kind of just pick a 1. So if you have been paying attention to D, this is a this shot that they're setting up. It's going to be a double. It could be a whole end flip here. So lots of weight thrown. He's worried about it hanging out. So we're definitely curling this. Definitely curling it. All right, hit a ton of weight. It did get one of those out. Justin helped catch it along that board. So it looks like he didn't get the double. It was a tough shot, especially way out there. And so it looks like just hit the paint for 2. Although, oh no, it's the first skip stone. So he still is splitting the house, so it's going to be a force to 1. Just trying to force that to 1. Pootsy swing. All right. So Joe was able to get that out. I think he just threw enough weight just to make sure that got gone. And now he's given the Broomstones skip a chance to draw behind. I think best case scenario here would be another blank. And the under looks like it's hitting hard. So they're going to try to sweep this out and then get that. So now he's going to really try to now they're lining up on the 8. All right, so it is a little bit of a biter in the back. Are they going to draw for 1? Or are they going to try to appeal for a blank? Keeping it on the even hammer ends is not a bad idea. You get an extra hammer that way. So, and then tied going into those extra hammers. It's not a bad strategy. All right, so this is a finicky shot. He's gonna be throwing a little bit of weight at it, and D just trying to get to use that hang that just happened, and then they're gonna hold this line. They wanted to hit it on the inside, push it out, and trying to get it to be 2. Oh, and he did. He made that shot. Really nice shot. Lots of brooms in the air. Really, really nice shot. Well controlled. And they were able to get the 2, so they go up a big 4-1. All right, he's sweeping. All right, I don't know. It's really close on that. They're checking it out. Oh, it's close. They're taking a look at it. No, it's right here. All right, so they are going to measure. And some other people are taking a quick look at it. All right, so Dan Beekler is coming out. Am I saying that right now? Yay. All right, so red or yellow there, Kyle. You got to throw it out there for the whole group. We have a second measure on A. And don't worry, after the measure, I'll let you know. Hung over cutting down the Christmas tree. All right, so they're lining it up. Just to my eye, just from the feed, it looks like it's red. This might be a hopeful measure, but we'll see. All right. Yep, red. Red. Yeah, red. Good call there, Kyle. So it is tied up. Fourth end, 2-2, coming back down. And with that measure, I was not hungover. No, I was not hungover cutting down the Christmas tree. I might have been hungover this morning. There was a good bit of whiskey. Chattanooga whiskey. Definitely 10 out of 10. Had a little... Yeah, Jeff Bunn recommended. We've been there a number of times. So happy to frequent. Yeah, you're not wrong. You're not wrong. I'm getting to the old person part where 2 beers equals a hangover. Oh, I wasn't drinking a lot. I wasn't here for a long time, just for a good time. All right, we're back on sheet A. Looks like sheet. Oh yeah, you guys come on in. Yeah, you're rooting for Justin. Yeah. We got more fans pouring in from all over the country. So they haven't hung the score, but it's 4-1 in the Broomstones team. All right, so it looks like we're just going to hit this one out. So they're sweeping hard. And that nice hit and roll by Tessa. Nice hit and roll by Tessa. Looks like they've changed who's holding the broom. It's a 3-person team. They might have had an injury or someone dropped out. Happens. It's a long Bonspiel. So it was a nice hit and roll under a guard there on D. Yep. All right. It looks like they're drawing in, getting to the tee line, and then they're sweeping a little bit behind. They just wanted to get it out of the way, definitely. So, looks like he's going to try to split these. Split the... no chance on that. Ian will never get on the mic. So it looks like we have the C game wrapped up. Bedknoms and broomstones. Broomsticks. Bedknobs and broomsticks. My Disney trivia, do not take me to Disney trivia. There is 0 chance. I barely know who Mickey Mouse is. And if it's not Star Wars, it's not going to happen. So, so Sheet C wrapped up. Don't worry, you'll see those teams again at 12:30. Now, the draw says 1 p.m. We have a few teams that need to get out of town. Yep, so 12:30. We're going to be trying to start those finals at 12:30. We will have the piping. It's Andrea, our wonderful piper, member of our club, one of the best pipers on the East Coast. She will be there. So we'll try to start the stream so you can hear that ceremony, and then the finals will start shortly thereafter. It will be featuring the A final game on that final draw, so I'll just be announcing that sheet. So if you have another game that you want to watch, just put it in the chat. We'll take a look at that. Sheet B, if you've been following Team Shook from Charlotte, this has been a back and forth game. I mean, it's already it's 3-2. And they have a ton of rocks in play. It looks like they're just trying to, Colin is trying to guard for his light. So as Nate Mayo gets in the hack. We have to say last names for all the Nates in the club. So they're ushering this down, trying to get this a nice little guard, make it tough for this raise. So it did curl quite a bit. So maybe they were just trying to get it a little deeper. So they are going to go ahead and run this right. They're going to run these reds back and see if they can get something good happening. They're discussing which rock to run back. I don't know. It's tough to see the angles on the stream, and as I'm looking down, it looks like they've got. They keep changing which rocks they want to run, I think. So I do appreciate the pre-sweep when they want a rock to go in a particular direction. Give it a little sweep through the house and just as good as some good juju. So we'll watch this shot on sheet B. They did talk about it a good bit. Looks like he's got Tennessee shoes on, orange and gray. Shoe game, 10 out of 10. All right, Mr. Cooper. He's going to throw a good bit of weight, slid out pretty heavy, gave it a good add. They're fighting the line. They're sweeping the line. So as they come into it, they're on it really hard. And they did knock out the red. Really nice raise. Really nice shot. It looks like they're sitting two definitely, maybe three after that shot. So pretty impressive there. Good team shot. Excellent sweep. Well judged. Puts Colin's team under a lot of pressure. All right, back on sheet A. Got a guard. Looks like red is sitting behind the tee line, right on the 4-foot. And so looks like they're trying to come through this tiny port. So he's got them off of the sweep. So it's definitely got enough weight to get there. They're just trying to throw another stagger guard, which it did. All right, so I think definitely they've got to try to get rid of that stagger guard. So depends on how close those are. You can see it on the down sheet view, but on the over top view, it's at the top of your screen there on sheet A. Whoa, Tessa, whoa. We almost had an accident. Tessa, if she was trying to get the rock ready for her teammate, and she forgot the hack was there. All right, so on sheet A, lots of weight, trying to peel these guards. So they're fighting the curl the whole time. So curled a lot, and then they just picked that one off the top and then got a little bit of a tap in on the 12-foot. So good guard thrown there by the Ducks. Quack, quack. All right, so after it's in, so they're discussing what weight they want to throw it, that they want to just hit this out and roll over, or if they want to try to draw down. Okay. All right. So, okay, I think they went with the draw. I think they're calling the draw there, trying to get it in the top 4. There has been a Noah sighting in the warm room. All right, so they're definitely on this hard. They're worried about it being heavy, but I think Joe is worried about the line. So it's definitely, oh, they're curling it now. Curling it now. It's really, really tight. So they're just definitely guard weight. So may have guarded that yellow. So I think the draw's still there. That's what the skip is kind of asking his team. Does he feel like the draw's still there? So he's trying to put it right back on that one behind the tee line. And they said, nope, we don't think the draw's there, so I think they're just going to try to hit it out. So here we go. It's in the hack pretty quick. So he's pretty happy with this hit. Lots of weight. And they're on it right away. On it right away. On it right away. They're sweeping it the whole way. Encouraging on that sweep. All right. Really nice sweep. Good roll. Really nice shot. Just, yeah, they get a little bit of a high five, low five for that shot. Lots of weight there, and it had a nice roll. So it's definitely one in the top 12 and the back 12. So yeah, they threw that peely peel. All right, so we have 32 people on. So I have gotten, sorry if your stream is getting a little choppy. As we get more people on, it starts to chop up the concurrent viewers. So if is buffering or it's a little choppy, we're getting the error on this end. I think that'll be our next capital campaign, Google fiber optic. Yeah. So it looks like Joe threw a little bit of weight trying to get to this back rock. So they're watching it, trying to curl it, just getting rid of this back rock. And he definitely made contact. Dan's trying to sweep it out, and he did. So did the job, got rid of that, rock. So just kind of limited damage, just trying to make it so it's really tough to get a big end. So yellow does have hammer on this fifth end, so they're looking pretty good to score there too. I'm telling you, the under 8 is looking. I mean, your boy Matt might have hit the exact number, 8.5. So it might be 8 or 9. No, Jimmy. B and C are the B event semis. So in our case, the B event is the second event. So it's all 8 of these teams will be playing again at 12:30. So the winners will play the winners. The other folks will play against each other. So that will determine our A, B, C, and D events. With this format, you can lose a game and still be the qualifier because with a 5U, we are fully aware that some 5U teams are newly formed or they're just learning each other. So very popular amongst the competitors to not be knocked out of the A event with one loss. So we'd encourage other 5U events to consider doing it. It is tough on our ice crew, but we love Frank and all those folks that do all the extra ice because it is a couple extra draws. So we don't really have, like our other spiels, we have big entertainment on Saturday night where our entertainment is just more curling. More curling. So it's, although the warm room was pretty festive and lively last night. Oh, they had trivia on Friday night. Yeah. Hopefully it was Disney trivia and I missed it. Shout out to Evan, Kelsey's husband. If we're doing Disney trivia, I want, well, actually any trivia, I want Evan. I call Evan. right. I don't know. Joe's in the hack. He's going to be trying to hit this one out. They seem to be okay with 2. Oh, this is a much, all right, much less weight. So they're worried about it curling. They're going to fight this curl. Oh, no, they're curling it, just trying to get it to curl, doing everything they can. And it looks like it wrecked, but I don't know. They may have gotten the red a little. Yeah, everybody's standing in the way. I can't see. Let's see. Well, it looks like red sitting. That's just tough to tell. Might be yellow sitting 2. Is this hammer shot? Yeah. So this, I think they're just discussing how we can get it a 3rd point. It looks like A has been, yeah. Some lines it's been curling a little bit, and some lines it's been staying a little bit straighter, and these skips have been figuring that out. Yeah, it looks like 2 yellow. Looks like 2 yellow from the stream. So as he gets set up. No, I'm not talking about you. No, I'm talking about that shot. Oh, they're measuring again. This has been the measure sheet. Sheet D. Red or yellow, red or yellow. All right, so there was a reason they were talking about that shot a lot. They were worried about the curl, worried about the weight. So he just got a little bit too heavy. It happens to all of us. So 2 yellow. Yeah, that felt like another. Oh, the live over/under just shifted to 10.5. Well, 6 with 3 ends to go. I don't know. I still might like the 8. The 8 might hit because you might only get 1 per, and they may have a blank. So almost hung that for the wrong team, but that's okay. It is 4-2. Broomstones, and our warm room is definitely getting a little bit livelier. All right, so sheet D is now 6-1. So Team Cantfield is going to be trying to. Team Cantfield's going to be trying to whatever they can to be a little more aggressive here, get a lot of rocks in play, try and get a big end, get back into this. And I still think the Mighty Quacks, Quackalicious, Quack-tastic is still happy. Oh, that is. So they're still happy playing pretty defensive. They just want to hit a few more rocks. Got it going a little bit wide. That's okay. Just kind of get it by there. I feel like all of us have a hack weight draw at any point. At any point we can throw a hack weight draw. I mean, I love it when Kyle puts one right in the back 12 so I can be my catcher. Isn't that a movie from the 80s, Chasing Cars? 90s movies? Chasing hits, chasing cars. So it looks like they're going to back guard this. So they're on it hard. They're, with how fast these sheets have been running, it definitely feels like they're up. No chance. All right, yep. So the ice has been running extremely fast, super defensive game, low scoring, so tough to put a guard in play. Makes perfect sense. There is a call for the Ducks V formation. The flying V. Chat is flooded with Charlotte curlers. So it is a very Charlotte-centric broadcast this morning. Tessa still working on that double. There you go. Excellent. So there you go. They wanted to stick around, definitely. They would love to get 2 out of this defensive thing. So a couple of good hits on A and D. Looks like they learned coming back home. They're going to put this on the center of the rock. And just, they were worried about it being a little wide. So they're curling this as it's coming down. So it's maybe tough to tell on the stream. They're trying to get that to just hit. Very nice sweep. Got a nose hit. So it looks like Shane's going to get in the hack. They're giving him just a bit more ice than what the last one took. As we're getting into the 6th end. So they're curling it, the same thing. So they've got that to just peel it out. They didn't want to have too much interest in walking that stone up as you were hitting it up and up and up. So pretty happy to hit. Looks like Broomstones is going to be just coming in the house. They'd be happy with top 4 here. Nowhere to hide. It's going to be a little deeper than that. No worries there. They seem to be... Alright, so looks like they're just discussing whether they want to just peel this again or if they want to stick. Sticking here is not a bad play behind the tee line. I mean, gives you place to hide. You want to put some rocks in play, so they're going to play this hit for sure. So they look like they're just walking this in. Might have got a little wide again. That line is really, really tricky. Any weight and it stays dead straight. Draw weight, it's coming over pretty hard. So competitors, skips are trying to call the right weight. All right, so definitely want to split the house here. So it looks like the line that they're calling, they just want to throw one to the back 8, probably even, get a lot of space there. They're probably thinking 4s to 1. Looks like this is a little light there. Again, these teams have been hitting all day, so getting this draw weight dialed in has been tough. Although they're sweeping it, it's carrying really well. They're just wanting anywhere touching paint is really good. They're sweeping it all the way in. That was a really good sweep. That was probably, it's just a bit light. So that does give an opportunity to the ducks, and those ducks can hit roll under, and then that would be a tougher draw. So yep, they're hard line. They're just trying to keep this. The last, they're holding it. It is close. Yep. He just whiffed it. just gave it a little kiss. The chat has gone off the rails. We have crazy prop bets. To all the new fans in here, if you follow D-Gen Curling and show me, then you get a free drink. D-Gen Curling. It's curling for degenerate gamblers and other people who like to follow funny memes. If anybody else wants to offer free drinks, I will actually plug their made-up business, although our gold and silver sponsors are amazing. All right, so it looks like they're just trying to curl behind that guard they just set. Looks like Joe's going to sweep a little bit. So he's played a super defensive end. So we're probably gonna stick to the hits. He's gonna commit to this. It's just kind of after one kind of moving a little not enough and then one moving too much, he's wondering where he can put that broom down. So Dan's in the hack, he throws this. I think he's gonna throw a little more weight, a lot more weight. So they're still holding the line. They are really holding the line. All right, all the way to it. And they did get that one out. They did chip that one out. That was a nice shot there. Good swept, well swept. There has been a request for Ann confirmation about the Chattanooga whiskey. There you go, folks. You asked for it, you got it. You got confirmation. No, that I drank it. Yeah. Yeah. Oh yeah. It was. Ann said it was in a Thanksgiving pecan pie. That was amazing. All right, so this rock, they were sweeping on it early for line, but now they're worried about the weight. So they're trying to see. This might be a really good result, trying to be even with the other rock. Joe's sweeping it. Yep, it's pretty even. That is a really flat double. All right, so if you've been watching Sheet B, you have been watching a fantastic game. It's been back and forth. The feature sheet has been A. That's the close A semifinal with Charlotte Curlers in it. So I've been announcing that score. But we have another great team on B from Charlotte. And so go ahead and follow them if you're doing it. So their game has turned super defensive. So it looks like Joe's getting the hack. He's going to try to draw behind this guard. Try and put it on the tee line, I would think. This end, we've had both skips kind of moving their broom a little bit as the ice is changing. So it looks like it's really light, so they're going to be sweeping it. So they're worried about it. They are really hammering this. Really, they're yelling, trying to get it by, trying to get it down to be shot. Looks like it just barely cleared that guard. And really nice T-line, weight. And it looks like it's, I've got the close-up on sheet one near. Looks like it will be tough to dig out, although they just put the broom down like it was no big deal. So it may be curling quite a bit. So they're just talking about weight really quick. That gives me a chance as they are sliding down. ERT is other gold level sponsor. ERT Environmental recovery something, and I can't read it. And they don't have a little shot here, but we had a problem in our ice house over the summer. We had some massive water infiltration from a huge storm. It wasn't Hurricane Helene, but it was a big thunderstorm, and we had a lot of water in our ice house, and we ended up with some mold. And they came in and cleaned everything spotless. So they do. They definitely got a QR code at the club, ERT, Environmental Recovery something. And those guys, David is the owner. He is fantastic to work with. So as this rock is delivered on A, they are definitely holding the line. They're definitely holding the line. You can hear them calling it. Line, hard. It's coming over. And it did. Tick that guard. And it looks like Joe's going to be able to draw for two and tie this back up. Little quack, quack. Nice draw by Dro. Really tough. They put the broom down. Emergency response team. I'm sorry. That is what it's called. Yeah. And we have a phone number, 704-525-4552. So, quack, quack, quack. Definitely Joe's going to try to make this draw again. Easiest shot in curling. Make the same shot twice, right? Just make it twice. So they're watching this. They're hoping it checks up a bit. And it did go a little deep. For one. But they did get their one. Down one on the seventh end. Coming home. And as some of these other games are finishing up, we'll highlight the sheets that are still playing. So it looks like Justin is going to shake hands. Congratulations. I've got to find out which team that is. Team Wright from Broomstones. Thank you, Warm Room. They are in the A finals. Team Wright. There is a Broomstones team playing on sheet 8 too, there is a possibility of an all Broomstones final. Congratulations to Justin Canfield from Nashville. They had a good run this week. So Team Wright, congratulations. Sheet D, the final score was 9-3. They were thieving their way. They stole on the 4th, 5th, and 6th end to get to that final game. Well-played game. The score was a little bit 9-2 or 9-1, but the game was much closer than that. There was a lot of well-executed shots by Team Wright. The one in the 4th end, that one on the board, really tough. It had to be a little hack weight hit at the right thing. So good job by them. Congratulations. So I'm going to try to find an A and a B view. I may just keep it here. And the chat is now judging the quack. No judging here. This is a no judgment zone. Lots of good curling here. So it looks like they're going to hit this one out. We're still playing super defensive in the 7th end. All right. Yep, just getting that. Yep, just getting that nose hit. Seem to be playing against the board at both skips are pretty happy to keep walking this rock up to the top 12. think in the early ends, this is a good strategy sometimes to see where the ice is, see where the outside ice is. There was a triple there, Matt. It's pretty flat, though. You had to throw peel up weight, I think a little firm. Just catch about the thin third. Catch a thin third, and you would have got all three out and then blanked it. All right, so they're definitely trying to curl this. And they got a nose hit. And both skips on sheet A trying to both skips on sheet A are just walking this, happy to walk this stone up. All right. That's right. Just warm room skips. All right, so we got Shane throwing this rock and did make that nose hit. So it looks like okay. So it looks like they're going to try to peel this one away now. Get it on the inside. They're definitely holding line on this. All right, they're hard. Definitely got the inside of it. It may stick around. Joe's sweeping it. Quack, 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 and got the little Pootsy spin. Pootsy spin there. And Pootsy spin back in. All right, so it looks like they're going to try to use their center guard and try to come right around that. So they're on this pretty hard. Joe has been calling Shane to throw a big weight hit and then a draw pretty much the entire time. So looks like he had his line really well called. So now we have that perfectly lined up center guard. I don't know if our rocks are lively enough that if you throw peel at it, you can get it there. I think the skip was looking to see if there was a little space between those guards. Even just an inch or two will make it so you can put the spin on this and really crank it. So he's staring at this a long time. He's pretty, yeah. The front end. So they are definitely. So it looks like they were talking about it, and so I think they're gonna try a draw behind that double guard. Lots of talk about it. Looks like the sweepers are just kind of minding it. Hopefully it's in the house. So it looks like Joe's stepping up. They were thinking it's a little heavy. He's got to really get on it. Joe, and they might have gotten a second spin. All right, so now it's really Joe really wants that top four. So as Dan gets in the hack. All right, so they're looking at the time and they're not sweeping it. So they're worried about this being a little bit heavy. Although they're just sweeping it for line, so not a lot of broom to it. Yep, curl, Shane's curling it. And then Joe is curling it a lot, trying to get that last little bit of, it looks like a good draw. I don't know. Yeah, fully buried. Top 4. I think he's just calling this ice. I mean, it is a 2-guard, so if you throw it at hack weight, you're able to dig that out. And that would be a really good result because you'd have another one in the 12-foot. So we'll see. All right, a little bit more than hack weight. They're not sweeping it. They're curling it. And it did make contact. It's a lot of weight. Yeah, so it slid out too. So Joe's gonna be able to try to get it back, put it back. So he pointed a little higher, like a rock higher. Yeah, it might not have been fully buried. It was, I mean, it from the downsheet view, it looked like it was there, but obviously he was able to throw a good bit of weight at it. So he might have been able to see. So definitely took less ice on this one. So they're, all right, so now the sweepers are on it for line. So it looked like it just over curled. And now they got a third, and then they got a little separation there. So definitely worried about. Nice try, Dan. That was a good first draw. And the second draw was just, I think both the skip and the thrower kind of corrected. So corrected for weight and then corrected for line, and then it was just a little light. So, but they do have those triple guards. So anything that they have back there, you pretty much can just run it back. So, and as Matt says, the triple could be there. If you are close to the club, come down and see us at 12:30. Marietta has put on a amazing spread. Has all the food. There was nice taco bar the other night. Looks like some chili and grilled cheese. That is an interesting choice for curling. I don't think I could partake. All right. So that draw was a little heavy. So it looks like Joe's coming the other way because he can see it a little bit more of that side of the rock. So he's going to try to draw right down to it. It is, and in the back 4, like behind the button, if you put one perfectly frozen, it's a nice steal attempt. Don't know if he wants to steal one. I'll give them hammer, but all right, so there you go. Looks like the time's okay. It looks like it's a little wide and a little heavy, so it needs to curl a little bit. They're trying to curl it. Anywhere in the house is okay. So they're gonna just didn't curl as much as they want. That weight wasn't too far off. That is exactly back 4 weight. It just a little bit of a hanger. Yeah, I think you're right, Ryan. It might be too much space, but that was definitely the one to try it. Like get your, run your guards on your first skip stone. If they make this good though, if you hit it like coming from the out turn on a right-hander high side, it would spin it, and then it would spin it down there. So you could throw it at control weight. It would offset the guards, really make it tough to draw. So, all right, so the skip is skating with this one, and they're trying to curl it for sure. And it looks like it will. I don't know. All right, that was a nose hit. Yep, no damage done. So probably just hit or just draw. Yeah, this is draw against 4. So they just got to make this good. Yeah. So you can just definitely draw back to this. So they gave himself a little less ice, but this has been really tricky for these skips, is if you get it out in the 12-foot, it's just hang, and then if you get inside the 8-foot at all, at the end it finishes hard. Yeah, it's the same draw, so same draw. All right. So definitely a tighter line, a little more of an ad. So you might want to keep this one on the yellow. It's just hanging out there. They're going to try to curl it. Yeah, Dan. Oh, little heavy through the hole. And, we don't know. There was a lot of groan. It may outcount none. So this is a draw for 5. Yeah, that was a tough result. Looked like he gave it a good ad, but that less of a line, it really hooks there at the end. If that same weight would have been on the yellow, it would have rolled right over. You would have been really happy with the result. We've been seeing that the whole game. Yep, the whole game. So, big draw here. Might be 4, might be 5. All right, so he definitely gave it plenty of weight, so he might be just trying to push this out for 5. All right, so they're curling it. They've been doing this pretty... All right. So they kicked the rocks, so they definitely had a number, but big score. Looks like 3. So they might have been sitting 4, and that cut them down to 3. So, all right. So there was definitely an audible groan in the warm room. So down 4. Got to be super aggressive here. Looks like on. So down 4 with hammer. I think this was a D-Gen curling post. That was a big swing. Big swing on points there. The overhit. So they are happy to let this go through or in. So Joe is going to have to throw a lot of guards. Try and get as many. This team is a really good hit team, so he's actually going to play it. Yeah. So he's going to try to try a 4-foot guard within the 4-foot. And there is a little bit of a, like you might want to even play it in the center. Just trying to flip the script. So definitely getting it over, lots of sweeping. You know, definitely know how important these guards are. Lead secret, just trying to get it over. There we go. So they're going to be happy with this. And actually, if it's on the center line, oh, they swept it a lot. Sliding definitely does not want to be in. All right. He's happy. There was a lot of sweeping, holding the line. Yeah, sheet B, that was a crazy for one yellow. Crazy for one yellow. There were 13 rocks in play. So I couldn't see what the last shot was. So coming home, looks like Team Shook is down 1, 5-4. So we're sticking with sheet A. I mean, the sheet B has been a back and forth game. Yeah, if you were paying attention to that, if you were like family or from the area, and I haven't been talking about it, it's not because it hasn't been an amazing game. It was just we were sticking with the A semis. All right, so we're trying to throw another draw, or I'm sorry, another guard. Yeah, it really doesn't matter about how many rocks. I think Joe's talking about coming into the house. That doesn't seem to be good. You want to put as many guards in as plays. All right, let's see. All right. Trying to do a draw. Looks like the. All right, so they're on it. Just trying to. Might be wicking. Oh, no. Really nice draw. Nice draw. Right behind the guard there, behind the tee line. So, yep. Shane, really nice. All right, so it looks like they're going to try to dig this out. They don't really care if it hits the guard, as long as they don't put it out of play. So they're going to try to go get that. All right, so definitely holding this line. All right, and they did get a little whiff. All right, looking for the Pootsie spin. All right. Hey, Harley. We have a full chat. 23 concurrent. We were up to 32. Yeah, look. I mean. All right. Shane is this stick draw machine. Let's go. So they're walking this down, putting it in the house. So it is a good thought. You got to score a lot of points. So it is just a little boop right there. Harley, they're all, yay. Did you have a great time this weekend?
No, I have a great time currently.
No, woo-woo. Definitely setting some guards on B. I mean, this is going to be a tight game down to the finish. So are we going to try to hit, or are we going to try to draw? All right, so they threw a bunch of weight down there and did get that, got all the rocks out. Looks like there is a little biter, little nibbler. There's still hope. So, trying to split. He's thinking about it. How am I going to get it 4? So, trying to be top 4 to back 4 split. Oh, just trying to get that little double. So it looks like they're going to peel this guard. So They think it's a little light, but they swept it so well. I think it's going to be T-line. Yeah, they're going to be happy with that. Yep, just top 12. They were happy. And we're just putting it on the rock. Just trying to run Charlotte out of rocks. Bye, Kyle Fisher. Have fun. All right, so they did peel that gar on B. So it looks like they're gonna be hitting here. Just trying to make it tough. Make it tough for them to get their one. So they were able to make that. Yeah, it looks like he's going to call the freeze. It's a good call. Yeah, hard shot for sure, but so I am going to take, and there's the, all right, there we go. Got rid of a bunch of rocks. So it looks like they're just going to try to get rid of the yellow. So tough shot here for Dan. Just trying to get a little boop, little freeze, little ticky. So we're worrying about it moving too much. That's a really nice. I mean, it's about as good as you can get. So I think they're going to need some help. They're going to need Broomstones to miss a shot here. All right, so lots of weight, big weight, just throwing it at it. Oh, looks like they are curling in it. So they're just trying to get this to be on there. He's tilted his head so he can try to get that. All right, but it was really nice. Got that. So probably yep, put the same shot. That one yellow did to hit the sideboard, so they'll probably get rid of that. Oh, Ian told me it didn't bounce. So that right might be useful. You might be able to use it. All right, really nice draw there. Getting to the button. So on sheet B. All right, so it looks like a little light, so they're trying to. All right, it looks like handshakes all around. Congratulations, Team Broomstones. What? Orange pants! That aren't wearing orange pants. Oh, they do? Okay. So they are not as billed. Congratulations, Orange Pants. They will be your other A finalists. So we will be announcing that game at 12:30. So we're down to sheet B. So I'll be announcing the last few rocks of that. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and put a close-up on that sheet, see if we've got it. Ooh, that's a mess. No, absolutely not. We have sideways. You will have to look at your TV sideways. So I'm just going to keep it here. I have a few up sheets. So I'll just announce it from here. Yeah, there's a couple of decent, yeah. I'll zoom in to the house, but it'll be there. Yep. Ducks still fly together. That's right. Good job. Quack, 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 quack. Really nice run. A semis. They'll be playing for the D event final. Oh, thanks. Appreciate y'all. We had a great time. We'll do it again at 12:30. I'll be focused on that broomstones action for the USA curling qualifier. So big weight coming on sheet B. Trying to get both and had a little bit of a the warm room. Woo, came through a hole that I didn't even know was there. Wow, that was a ton of weight. And so now it's on. It might come down to skip stones unless we have a little bit of extra time. I don't think so. If Colin Shook steals here, he announced it. All right, so Colin just has to make a guard here. Looks like first skip stone. So we got a good end here. I'll quickly fly over to what it looks like in a close-up. There you go. So you can see that. And there you go. You got one in the 4-foot, one in the biter. So trying to get another in the top 12. Guard's going to be okay here. So, all right. So the sweepers are trying to hold the line. They're up a little. They're worried about the weight. So they're really happy with it. And they're telling it to stop. Grayson's telling it to stop. And it did slide a little deep. All right, so he has another chance at the double. Another chance at the double, so Skip's going to be calling it for him. So it is just biting the 4-foot, so it's going to be hard to get shot unless you run the red. You could really hit that thin and get the double. Be a thin double, but it could be there. All right, a lot of weight. All right, a little less weight than the last one, and so there's going to be a little bit of curl. So they're fighting it. They're sweeping it the whole way. Oh, they're on it. They're on it. They're sweeping it hard. All right, so it looks like a no. Oh, it got a little wick. Little wick. Little nudge. So they're. So I might be throwing the same thing with just a little less weight. So Collins got a couple options here. I think they're just gonna try to get the same shot. Can't guard everything. So, I mean, the red run's always there. And then, it doesn't matter if they score, 2, 3, whatever. It's just trying to steal. So, Collins in the hack. All right. Looks pretty heavy. They're kind of. Might need a little wick here, a little better wick. All right, so it's pretty deep. You might want to sweep this so you don't have to. Anything behind the tee line is not great. Okay. All right. So it is the shot. So, choop. they're giving each other little good game. Sitting 2, so he's gotta make this shot. Yep, gotta make this shot. He is drawn against 2, so if he sits 1, it's the win. So I'll give you a little bit quick view of the house before he decides to throw. So you've got 1 in the 4-foot, 1 in the 8-foot, or 1 in the 2 in the 4-foot. So they're both behind the team line. So, all right. So they're okay. So they're gonna call a hit. All right. So they're calling a hit here. Feels better about the hit. All right. It's coming down to Lisa Stone. All right. So they're off all day. All right. So they don't have a thing. Oh, and he chipped it out. It is a steal of 1. It is a steal of 1. It's going to be Skip Stones. So they get to pick their thing. So they just stole. So Colin will be up first. I'm going to go ahead and I'm sure we'll get the officials down there to measure. The officials. All right. Great game. Sheet B was back and forth the whole time. And that seems to be the right result. It would come right down to the last shot. Tied after 8 innings. So we're going to have a draw shot challenge. Glad that all 19 of you joined us right now. I guess it is bonus curling. Bonus last shot curling. So I will zoom in as they're measuring so you can definitely tell. So Colin just did this. So we're going to try to last shot. Lets it go. So it looks a little lighter than the last one, although they're walking with it like it's heavier. All right, so they're closer. They're trying to get it all to go. Kind of sweeping in. All right, it was full 4-foot, definitely. Really nice draw. Lots of cheering in the warm room. There is no over 30.5 hits, barely. All right, so they're going to – they definitely got that. Oh, I said I was going to zoom in, but it is about a foot away. So it's really tough. All right. Yeah. So. All right. He's going to have to get close to pinning this. All right. Here's the livery. All right, looks pretty good. Oh, the sweepers are on it. Sweepers are sweeping really hard. All right. They're trying to drag this as far as it'll go. It's coming right at the center line. This is going to be close. They are sweeping it the whole way. And it's a little short. Handshakes all around. Thank you for joining us at Charlotte Curling. We're going to be back on in just about an hour, 12:30, here at the Charlotte Curling Association here on Old Statesville Road. Thank you so much for joining us, and have a great rest of your afternoon. And if you come back at 12:30, you'll hear some piping. All right? So thanks so much. Have a great day.